Welcome to the Belated Tech Gaming Channel's 19th episode in Gaming and Gaming Walkthroughs. The hugely successful Call of Duty series published by Activision dropped another installment in November 2020 called Black Ops Cold War. Set in the middle of the Cold War in 1981, the game is written as a nostalgic look back to the back alley knife fight that were relations between the Western powers and the Soviet bloc. In this video, we examine the critical meeting the Black Ops team has with President Reagan and two of his senior advisors early in the game. The scene was revealed in the game trailer, generating a storm of publicity from the left blogosphere and the Twitterverse. For good reason. Reagan, like Kennedy in a Call of Duty game before him, is particularly noteworthy for his willingness to do what needed to be done, something that the COD games heavily rely on as a premise. He's perfect in this role in the game. Let's take a look at the meeting in question and review what we know about the three politicians in it, all of whom were, and in one case still is, real-life people.
1943. Detailed information from the Manhattan Project was stolen from Los Alamos by the Russian spy known as Perseus. 1968. Vietnam War. Viet Cong soldiers orchestrated by Perseus attempted to steal an American-made nuclear bomb from a U.S. firebase. 5 days ago, while on a mission, we acquired intel that Perseus is in play again and planning an attack on the West. Perseus. The CIA's analysts consider him to be the single largest threat to the free world.
Mr. Hudson, we're all aware of Perseus. We're also aware he's more myth than...
This is General Alexander Haig. Haig retired from the Army in 1979, his last position being the NATO Supreme Commander. A career staff officer, Haig had made the most of a one-year combat tour in Vietnam from 1966 to 1967, being cited for bravery under fire during the Battle of Ap Gu. This led to a series of rapid promotions. Haig ascended from the rank of Major in 1966 to 4-star General in 1972. He then served as Chief of Staff to Nixon until the president's resignation. Despite Haig's service in both Korea and Vietnam, he was viewed as a political general who tended to value solutions he thought reflected well on him, rather than solutions that made sense from the long-term geopolitical standpoint of the United States or its closest allies. This made him a liability in President Ford's eyes, who returned Haig to military duties. Ford lost to Carter in the next election, who was even less enamored of Haig. The general only lasted for 3 years, under Carter. Haig's political patronage succeeded in plucking him from obscurity, and he was recommended to Reagan for the role of Secretary of State. He was to last only a year and a half before being replaced. Haig ran for president at the end of Reagan's second term, losing to Vice President Bush. He died in 2010.
Fact. Personally, I think he's nothing more than the Russian boogeyman.
General Haig, allow me to introduce the man best suited to respond to that. CIA clandestine special officer Russell Adler. He's one of the few people who even come close to capturing Perseus.
Mr. Adler, why should we take this?
This is James Baker. Baker is a Texas lawyer close to the Bush family, having served Vice President and later President George H.W. Bush before the senior Bush joined Reagan's ticket. He is also a Korean War veteran who rose to the rank of captain in the Marines. He was appointed Chief of Staff at the beginning of Reagan's first term, later becoming Treasury Secretary in 1985. Baker eventually became Secretary of State under Bush in 1989, when he succeeded Reagan as president, serving in that capacity until 1992, when he was shifted back to Chief of Staff. Baker later was the younger Bush's chief lawyer during the 2000 presidential campaign, which hinged on a Supreme Court decision shortly after the election. Since 2001, Baker has been semi-retired, serving in a number of ambassadorial assignments and on numerous boards of directors.
Is Perseus threat seriously?
You don't have to, sir.
Yeah, then a lot of innocent people are gonna die.
Why do you say that?
Sir.
Every time Perseus has come into play, it's shifted the balance of the Cold War. After 13 years of silence, if he's active, something big is gonna happen. Something that will affect the free world.
Sir.
Mr. President.
Sir.
Mr. President.
Mr. President, this is Jason Hudson and Russell Adler.
I know their names.
Reagan was a radio personality and an actor whose career, broken only by serving in World War II as an Army captain, spanned 35 years before switching to politics with his election as governor of California, in which he served 2 terms. His platform in those years centered on balancing the state budget, limiting entitlement programs, and emphasizing law and order. Reagan decided to run for president instead of a 3rd term as governor, but he narrowly lost to Ford, who was a moderate to Reagan's conservatism. Being more centrist didn't help Ford, who lost handily to Carter in 1976. Reagan ran again 4 years later, this time easily defeating Carter in 1980 after the Democrats' hapless administration botched foreign affairs, despite Carter's landmark Camp David Accords between Israel and Egypt, and the domestic economy, which was a real mess in 1980. Also a significant factor was Reagan's ability to connect with average Americans. Only 2 months into office, Reagan survived an assassination attempt that almost killed him from bullet trauma to the chest. This served to only enhance his popularity. Reagan is the last Republican presidential candidate to carry heavily Democratic California, New York, and Massachusetts, and he did it twice. Reagan's economic policies were mixed, as the supply-side theory espoused by his administration was thoroughly repudiated, but the economy did improve under his tax reforms. Similarly, his foreign policies were mixed, with dicey machinations in third world countries, but his ruthlessness and insistence on a stout military is generally credited as a significant factor in the fall of the Soviet Union. He died in 2004.
You think approved their last mission? Is the threat real?
Yes, sir, we believe it is.
Can you stop Perseus?
We can, sir. I've already submitted the requisition for my team.
Sir, their requests are highly irregular. Most likely illegal if the press gets a hold.
What the hell are you talking about? You know who we are?
Every mission we go on is illegal.
Sergeant Woods, plausible deniability is the backbone of our work.
Al, we're talking about preventing an attack on the free men and women of the world. Give Mr. Adler whatever he wants. Gentlemen, you've been given an important task. Protecting our very way of life from a great evil. There is no higher duty. There is no higher honor. And while few people will know of your struggles, rest assured, the entire free world will benefit. I know you won't fail us.
What do you think of the Black Ops Cold War Call of Duty game? Share with us by dropping a comment below. We hope you enjoyed this 19th installment of walkthroughs on the Belated Tech Gaming channel. If so, click that like button. Our companion channel, Belated Tech, features reviews of events and devices in space exploration, technology, and science. A link to that channel can be found in the description section below. Also, check out the Belated Tech Gaming channel's playlists, which can direct you to the games we have uploaded and are uploading content. Not a subscriber yet? Clicking the subscribe button and the bell notification icon will help both our YouTube standing and keep you informed when new episodes are released. Thanks for watching.